If you're using Windows, you probably know it's powerful, but also a bit of a security nightmare. At first, I thought my firewall and Windows Defender were enough, but after I had a scare after accidentally clicking on a shitty website, I realized even the most robust Windows setup needs a serious VPN to keep it safe and protect my data online. So I checked out 5 of the biggest VPNs using my custom-built PC and my daily work laptop: NordVPN, TotalVPN, CyberGhost, Surfshark, and Norton VPN. I'm talking about daily browsing using both my personal and public Wi-Fi, some high-stakes gaming sessions, massive file transfers, and testing streaming limits. I found some performed way better than others on Windows. And if you decide to look into the top picks and get them at a discount, all the links are in the description below or on the QR codes on the screen. But seriously, stick around. I'll cover all the info you need to decide which one works best for you. Okay, so a great VPN for Windows needs to blend into a OS flawlessly without hogging resources. I'm talking about a client that's stable, doesn't interfere with other software, and can handle everything from a quick browser check to a multi-hour gaming binge. My testing focused on how well they handled simultaneous torrenting and streaming, if their kill switch was truly instantaneous during unexpected drops, and how much they impacted my CPU usage during heavy loads. I was focused on finding the one that felt like a natural extension of my Windows, not a separate clunky program. So first up, NordVPN. For Windows power users, this one is a beast. Their Windows app feels incredibly robust and offers a level of control I really appreciate. Their Nord Linux protocol on my desktop consistently delivered near native speeds, even to distant servers. I transferred a 50 gigabyte project file on a remote server and I had zero issues at all. The performance was rock solid. What stood out to me with the NordVPN was their app-specific split tunneling. I could run my torrenting securely through the VPN while my game stayed on my regular internet. This meant no lag while gaming, and my downloads stayed private. That kind of control is super useful for Windows users. My only minor issue was that sometimes after a window update, the app needed a quick restart to reconnect, but it was a very minor blip in an otherwise great performance. Now, if you're looking for speed, advanced controls, and top-tier security for demanding tastes like gaming or large file transfers, NordVPN is definitely worth checking out. You can get 74% off plus 3 months free with the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen. Okay, moving on to TotalVPN. If simplicity and not getting bogged down with complicated settings are your priority, then TotalVPN could be your go-to. Their Windows app is incredibly lightweight and easy to use because it doesn't have a million toggles, which is refreshing for users who just want to click connect and forget about it. I actually installed this on my older Windows 10 laptop and it ran pretty quietly in the background. It didn't add any noticeable startup time or slow down web pages. For securing public Wi-Fi at my local coffee shop or just having that basic layer of encryption without any fuss, TotalVPN is perfect for the everyday Windows user who just wants simple, reliable protection without worrying about tech jargon. The server selection isn't huge, but it gets the job done for most general activities in the US. And if you try it out now, you can enjoy a whopping 80% off with the link in the description or again, the QR code on screen. Third contender on our list is CyberGhost VPN. For Windows users who mainly care about streaming geo-restricted content or secure torrenting, CyberGhost has some seriously smart features. Their Windows client organizes servers by what they're optimized for, such as streaming, gaming, or torrenting. I used their dedicated streaming servers extensively, and they were consistently effective at unblocking Netflix libraries from other countries, or getting me into a region-specific sports broadcast on Peacock. I even set up a smart rule so my Windows PC would automatically connect to a specific torrenting server whenever I opened my BitTorrent. And let me tell you, this alone saved me tons of time. But while the app is comprehensive, it can feel a bit crowded with options if you're just looking for some basic protection and issues. You can get CyberGhost VPN today for 84% off and 4 months free if you click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. Fourth up, we have Surfshark VPN. If your digital life involves multiple Windows machines, like maybe a desktop, a work laptop, and a Windows tablet, or if you're sharing your systems with family, Surfshark's unlimited simultaneous connections is a super useful feature. Their Windows app is incredibly sleek and intuitive. I particularly like their bypasser, which is essentially their version of split tunneling, and it worked flawlessly for me. I could route certain apps outside the VPN while keeping everything else encrypted, which is really convenient on a Windows work machine. Their clean web feature also worked wonders at blocking annoying ads and malware on various websites. However, while their overall speed was great for daily tasks and 4K streaming, I did notice a very slight speed reduction compared to NordVPN on some distant servers during gaming sessions. But for sheer value and the ability to cover literally all your Windows devices, Surfshark is a powerhouse. And you can get it for 60% off and 3 months free if you click the link in the description below or scan that QR code on screen. And finally, let's talk about Norton VPN. Now, if you're already running Norton 360 on your Windows PC for antivirus and other security features, then Norton VPN is probably the no-brainer add-on to go for. Its Windows app is pretty straightforward and integrates directly into the larger Norton ecosystem. For me, it was great for basic security. It felt good knowing my browsing activities were encrypted, especially when I was connecting my work laptop to open Wi-Fi networks at hotels. Their kill switch on Windows is also pretty reliable when it comes to preventing data leaks if the VPN connection drops. However, Norton VPN definitely leans towards the more basic side. For example, it doesn't offer advanced features like split tunneling, which can be a bit limiting for some Windows users who need specific apps to bypass the VPN. And while it generally worked for browsing, I had mixed results trying to reliably unblock certain streaming services like those international libraries on Netflix. One thing to note, compared to some of the other VPNs I've mentioned, its server network isn't as extensive. But for a solid no-fuss VPN from a trusted brand that bundles well with your existing Windows security, Norton VPN is a good and reliable choice for everyday protection. By the way, you can get up to $35 off of Norton VPN if you use that link in the description or just scan the QR code on screen. Okay, I'm sure you didn't get all of that, but let me try my best to sum it up for you. If you're a demanding Windows power user who needs maximum speed, advanced control, and features for gaming or heavy transfers, NordVPN is your best bet. Its simplicity and a super lightweight footprint are your priority, especially on an older or less powerful Windows machine. TotalVPN is surprisingly effective for basic protection. If your main goal on Windows is reliably unblocking streaming content or automating secure torrenting, CyberGhost VPN's specialized servers are great. If you've got multiple Windows devices or want excellent value that covers all your tech, Surfshark VPN is the winner there. And finally, if you're already using Norton products and want straightforward, reliable VPN protection from a familiar brand, Norton VPN is a solid choice for basic security. You can find direct links to each of these VPNs along with the absolute best discounts I could find down in the description below, or again by scanning the QR codes on the screen. At the end of the day, nothing else matched NordVPN's speed and control on Windows, so I'll personally be sticking with that one.